Wow. What's a double upgrade? All right, there we are. Sorry, guys. Usually, guys don't jump on that quick. Yeah. Ugh, I'm tired. Woke up late. Just I went to bed late last night. Couldn't go to sleep. Let me try to focus on the screen here. What's up, guys? Justin, Nick, Eli. Buy everything? No. Well, first of all, follow. This would not be a follow through day. Follow through day is after day 4, after the bottom. So this is just yesterday was just day 1. Granted, it was a good day, but it's just day 1. So no follow through day yet. Roku trying to break out, or breaking out, I should say. Trade Desk, just phenomenal day yesterday. It's one of those days. I did see IBD shilling RWLK. I thought it was interesting. And they just mentioned it. I don't know if they shilled it per se. Apple looks like stalling out here this morning. Look at that sell block. Wow. See, this is the problem with rallies like this in bear markets. This is why you got to wait for the fourth follow through day, because these things just rally and then you see a signal like that in Apple. I don't know if didn't they have the Worldwide Development Conference yesterday or something. No, IBD does not shill penny stocks by any stretch of the imagination. It is a little interesting that they did that, though. That is a huge sell block right there. Yeah, see, that was just a settlement block. The keyboard's still sucking. Well, it's nothing new, then it's nothing new. MongoDB. Nope. Trade Desk, the big winner out of this thing. Ring up for a fourth huge day in a row. Come on. There you go. Wow. Big stuff for Ring. Ring Central. With next to no news. Apple. Remember, I mentioned wait for another bounce like this for a potential selling opportunity. I'm kind of framing this with that state of mind. Wow, look at that sell block on Tesla. See, here's the thing about yesterday too. Look at the volume on the Nasdaq yesterday. Look at the difference. Pretty big difference there. Yeah, my 5-year-old screaming in the other room. Hold on a minute. All right. Had to go there for that one. Tesla getting destroyed this morning. They're using this as a selling opportunity. The volume yesterday was not that good. Remember what I've been saying about these bear market rallies? They rip your face right when you want to short. They rip your face off. So still haven't even crossed this trend line here yet, and now we're starting to sell off a little bit. Let's see. Looks like a Cron even coming in a little bit. Roku not going down though. That's understandable. That thing's been rock solid this entire time. Roku not going down. But look at that. Look at those. Man, look at those volume candles. What did Roku do today? Trump let himself be interviewed by Piers Morgan this morning? That was weird. He doesn't like Piers Morgan. You talking about Trump, Justin? Yeah, you got to see what all the other weird stuff he does. That's a big raise by Guggenheim, 119 to 75. No, Piers Morgan's pretty left and Trump's pretty douchey, so I doubt they're friends. Nah, Piers Morgan left the U.S. a while ago. $2014 or something like that. And Roku taking on the chin. Seeing some selling coming back in here. Yeah, looks like it could be a potential shorting opportunity coming up here. Little pivot point right there in the charts. Let's look at this NASDAQ thing on the daily. Yeah, this didn't bounce up to any definitive level. Minor breakdown point right there. Very minor, though. We bounced up close to that before rolling over. Here's the next breakdown point. We rolled down, came back up, almost touched this again. It could be, and here's your 10-day moving average. Failure at the 10-day would be a shorting, could be a shorting signal. It's nothing classical about that particular one. Well, no, like I said, look at the volume on the futures yesterday. Huge difference between this big down day and this big sell day, or this bounce back day. The volume came in the morning. If you remember, well, I don't remember exactly where we were, but during my crypto power hour, we talked about the stock market for a minute, and I mentioned the volume. I think was like right about here, about half, a little under half of the previous day's candle, but we'd already slowed the volume, the volume perspective. So the volume pace was slowing, and we actually didn't rally as high as I thought we would, but the pace of the buying slowed. So I think it's just nothing more than one of these. I told you you get these crazy bounces, and the whole market seems super bullish, and then it just collapses on you again. Nothing fundamentally has changed with the situation. And while dude, yesterday was crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is why you wait for the follow-through day. Follow-through days is 4 days after a bottom. So this is just day 1. Today is day 2. I don't think I mentioned that yesterday at all. So that was my bad. But, yeah, no follow-through day yet. We got to wait till at least, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so at least Friday. But I'm not. Yeah, Roku up here. I'm not mad. You could buy Roku on the Gap. Not a lot though. MDB. That's having a good morning. That's having a really good morning. Trade Desk, brand new high. That's having a good morning. So select names are moving. KG putting in a pretty nice thing here. DocuSign bounced back very nicely after that massive drop the other day. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. You end up with a massive down day and then a languishing recovery day. Most individual stocks did this. You thinking this is smaller correction just due to tariffs or start a bigger crash? So the Fed yesterday said that they may cut rates once or twice more this year. At least that's what the market's trying to price in. I'm a little biased because I think that's a bad idea. I think they need to keep. I don't know what they're. Like I know what they're doing, but I don't understand the mantra. That's why the market rallied yesterday was due to potential Fed rate cuts. And China didn't blow up the U.S. yet with a nuclear bomb, so that's okay. But other than that, there's nothing's changed. So I don't know either way. I'm not in the frame of mind to form an opinion right now, to be honest with you, Rob. I'm tired. I'm tired this morning. But I think some bounces like this show you a little bit of languishing. Obviously, those top stocks, Roku, Trade Desk, doing good, but very, very few others. Even Twilio and Atlassian right there still not really back with the program yet. Match.com. Netflix didn't do much. Oh, they did better than most. Actually kind of got back to a high. Look at that gap on Netflix. Wow. It's a pretty impressive gap. Yeah, I go by half hour. First half hour is not a good indicator. What squad? All of them, all the time. What? They can get out to finish getting dressed and brushing their teeth. Then they can come ask me if they can get out. Yeah, I look at all of them. I pretty much start at the daily though, Rob. It's usually the daily, especially if I'm zoomed out. I'll occasionally look at the weekly, but it's typically the daily. If I want to see bigger picture stuff, I'll stare at the weekly, but see the weekly, it's kind of hard to know what's going on. And there's the 5 minute. You really don't get much on the 5 minute, other than those key volume signatures in the early hours, which is really what I had this up here for, is these volume signatures. Other than that, I pretty much live on the daily. Yeah, the tide action in KG is really nice. This is almost a defensive marijuana play because it has to do with real estate. So I could see money still being invested in this guy, but it's, well, let me take that back because it's an over-the-counter stock. This is not a Nasdaq stock. This is not a American Exchange or American Stock Exchange stock. So this is over-the-counter. Pretty much, not too many people can invest in this thing and really support it. Yeah, someone did. Actually, I put it on the actionables because I wanted to keep an eye on it because I don't mind the pattern. Looking at the company, it looks pretty good. It's like a cannabis REIT, which is an interesting play on the industry. I don't know if there's another leader in that sector that we can maybe follow, but KG is what I got. And so far, it's holding up pretty good. Good volumes. It's trading good. Unfortunately, it's an over-the-counter stock. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be getting into the big boards, but if this does get listed on the Nasdaq or something, it could do a reverse 10-for-1 stock split because it's got to be a pretty high float coin to have average volume of 10 million and be an over-the-counter stock. If they reduce that, if they did a reverse 10-for-1 stock split, they'd be worth $1.35, 1 million average volume, and they'd be able to get listed on the Nasdaq if they meet the other qualifications, which are fundamental qualifications, I'm sure. Anyway, if that were to happen, this thing could double quick. But I don't have a position in it or anything. Square, haven't seen Square in a while. What are you doing? Not a whole lot. Paycom. I will say yesterday's move up on a percentage basis, though, was pretty good. Was really good. And it had a little. I Let's look at this for a second. I was kind of not really liking it, but these three up days right here we had, each with kind of very, very similar volume. Um, I was wondering if we'll get something like that over here. And if you look at this volume, it's actually just barely above, I think, that first day, 559, 544. So it's a little bit above this one. Um, but it's also down a little bit lower. So what you have is you just have institutions picking at markets here. But they picked at it pretty good yesterday, but the buying did not continue throughout the day. Uber run? Psh, no. Well, first of all, let me start that by saying that I don't know the fundamentals of Uber. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'll keep on my NASDAQ here. It's funny. I was going through Twitter a little bit yesterday. Just, I forget why. And then my guy, Gil Morales, stated, he stated something about, oh, come on, man. I can't see the damn keyboard and I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, so the Gil Morales guy, he mentioned something about Uber being a flight to quality. It's pretty funny. AMD resistance along the highs. I think they didn't short them the other day. They bounced up pretty good. Yeah, see, he's looking at SQQQ buy signal too. I've been thinking about that. I may actually try a little bit of that. Yeah, we'll see. IIPR is a cannabis REIT. Oh, yeah, do we have this one too? I think we do. Yeah, never mind. I don't know what he said. IIPR. Yeah, see, this is a NASDAQ traded stock, so. Oh, we have MJ Lottery plays. KG. Should put all the MJ stocks up here too. We have that 5G list right here. It's our 5G list, which we never really looked at since we did it. This holding up really well though. That's a pretty nice. Let's check out the base on the weekly. It's easier to do it. I mean, that's very about 18%. It's a little deep for a flat base. 19%. A little deep for a flat base, although technically it starts on the first down week. So, yeah, it's still barely out of flat base territory for IIPR. '97 composite rating for IIPR, 98 relative strength rating. I think it's actually maybe trying to make it a new high before it breaks out, which is what you'll want to see. It's getting pretty tight over here on the right. Number 1 in its industry group, Finance Property REIT Group. Let's check it out. All right, rank number 77, which is, I guess, pretty good for a REIT. I usually don't look at REITs. 135% EPS change last quarter. 100% EPS change current quarter. 2 years of annual EPS growth rate. Sales 147%. 175 3-year sales growth rate. 47.2 annual pre-tax margin. That's excellent. That's better than freaking Google. $830 million market cap. 23% change in funds owning stock. 7 quarters of increasing fund ownership. Wow. So, funny thing about IIPR, reading these articles here, and here's an article. Talks about marijuana stocks follows FDA chief sees real risks in CBD products. And then they put this here just for, I'm assuming just to show you what a good stock is. A profitable cannabis-focused REIT, and it essentially flat. Why would they put a REIT in the same article as CBD stuff? It doesn't make any sense. I think they're trying to show you IIPR. I don't know. They don't have like a blanket article about them though. This is about a week ago. IIPR broke down through a key support level on May 30th. Oh, here. Oh, here. The 50-day break. Yeah, right there. I don't know about all the utilities. There weren't too many utilities in that article. It's in the IPO stock roundups. Oh, what's this one? AMT leases cellular towers to the wireless. Rexer, another REIT, buys and leases commercial buildings to small businesses. Let's go check that AMT out. Oh, wow, look at that guy. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Parenting takes a while. Just reading some comments. How far do I have to go? Okay. Anyone buying crypto or holding on to it, see if it, or holding on to see if it goes lower? Oh, you're talking about crypto stuff. I haven't even seen the market this morning. Yeah, gotcha. BTC, Bitcoin Cash up 3%. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like we're not quite bullish. I don't know if we're ready to buy this yet. BAT's up 2%. Yeah, still doesn't mean anything. All right. Oh, stock market looks like it's rolling over a little bit here. AMT, that's a pretty good chart on AMT. We kind of missed a buying opportunity here. I'm not sure if that was a flat base or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was a flat base. Oh yeah, only down 5%. That's crazy. Good flat base on that one. Breakout looks like good. Up over 5%. Yeah, this thing's a little bit extended, but I mean, good nonetheless for a friggin' REIT. Put a couple of REITs on there. Those aren't bad ones. The 90-cent quarterly dividend, so a $4 dividend. That's not a very good ratio, at least up here. Look at that beautiful base structure. That's great. Looks like NASDAQ touching red territory here for, I think, the first time today. Not sure if we sell off immediately here or how that goes. Solely after a pretty rocket day yesterday. Looks like it's coming down, or trying to come down a little bit today. That IIPR just looks really excellent. Trade desk, there's some selling there. We're starting to see some of these. Let's see if the rest of these are dropping off. There's a couple of them that were high. Oh, where the hell are they? Atlassian took a dump here right there in the red. Winnebago, Hexo, SC. Where's my Paylocity? I was thinking about shorting this thing yesterday. You could probably short this thing right now and do pretty good. Just on a run back down here to 87.5 for Paylocity. I gotta put on my put hat, which I never buy put, so I gotta invert everything. So that'd be $2.50, which is not worth it. So options already too expensive. That INSG chart does not look good. Although I will say I think it looks very much like a channel now. Not that that matters. All right, I may have to get out of here, guys. The kids are still biting at each other. Mom's getting ready. INS. Pretty dead. About the only thing I don't think I consider shorting up here is Roku. I mean, most everything else looks like an IIPR. Trade Desk could be a decent short, though. They've already shown willingness to sell it off once. They could do it again. But that's a lot of volume here without further price progress. So that could see further downside prices. This could be a nice tradable bounce for shorts right here. Yeah. I'll check the global watch list one more time, then I'm going to bounce. We're selling off today after languishing volume up day yesterday. Percentages were good, but the volumes just weren't there to support it. And you're seeing that a little bit today. That candle that's already in place, that could already be our top. A couple things poked into highs, but they could just be fake out moves. Trimble looking pretty strong. Hasn't sold off yet at all. A couple names are holding, but majority of things are selling off. Starbucks. So now I'm looking at the daily chart. CME Group. Wow, look at that. That's great. A little too late to buy that, but great nonetheless. That's Ring. A Ring came down a little bit. Yeah. All right, guys. I got to run. Damn kids. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a